And even that there, even called the judgment of God, is the act, is the righteousness of God, is the act of God, the judgment of God. So what means that God judges, he's judging righteously.
Mm.
So God's judgment was on the death, burial, and resurrection. God's judgment was at work in the death, burial, and resurrection. God's judgment was what? Was at work.
Mm.
Meaning that when that is there, because you have to go through would have to go through the entire segment areas in where what God did on the cross, in the death,
Mm.
burial, and resurrection.
Mm.
In fact, even when Jesus rose from the dead, it was righteous. It was a
Mm.
righteous act as well.
Mhm.
So it was an act of righteousness. So
Mhm.
when he rose from that, we were justified. You get that?
Mhm.
So that raising from the dead is now us being justified.
Mhm.
He is righteous.
Mhm.
He does something to justify,
Mhm.
and then the believer is righteous.
Mhm.
So this is why on the cross he was doing righteous acts on the cross when Jesus was being when he was crucified, when he was on the
Mhm.
cross.
Mhm.
He was doing what? Righteous acts.
Mhm.
When he rose from the dead, it was a righteous act. So all the way through the death, burial, and resurrection, God's righteous acts were involved.
Mhm.
So remember, it was his
Mhm.
judgment,
Mhm.
right? That the way, because remember, it was his substitution, so substitutionary. So he deemed it sufficient. So the cross, that is when considered him what? Stricken,
Mm.
right? We consider him stricken of God, stricken, right?
Mhm.
And then it pleased him,
Mhm.
right? It pleased him. So it's not to say that God takes pleasure in suffering and like that. But no, it means what that meant was what? Was that it was full.
Mm.
The payment, the act of the act of payment was full.
Mm.
God saw it as now what? Righteous. He saw it as righteous what
Mhm.
Jesus did.
Mhm. Amen.
You understand? He saw it, so it was full, it was fully met.
Mm.
So to God, this is righteous. This is enough.
Mm. Mm.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
This was enough.